and welcome to Trip Tales. Today we'll talk about visas. So, why visas? Because it's a complicated topic, and there are a lot of agents that try to rip you off. You don't know what to do. I faced this problem myself, and everyone else has faced this while traveling abroad. So, why not take a type of visa which is easier to get? Maybe something which is free. So you might have heard about visa-free countries or visa on arrival. Should we go for visa on arrival? I don't think so because that takes a lot of your time while you're on a traveling trip, and it has a lot of hassles. There's a lot of long lines, and then you have to have the documents in order, and there's always a risk involved. So what should we do? We should always try to take the visa beforehand, and that's way easier and it's comfortable. So how do we do that? We can search for some visa free destinations. What do we get? We get visa free. Technically, not always they are free. Sometimes some countries do not require you to have a visa, so your visa is not stamped, but your passport is stamped. On arrival you get a small stamp that you're free to go, and is so most of the times you'll get a 30-day visa free entry. So there are two things: one is visa free, another is visa for free. Some countries sometimes offer, because of some bilateral agreements, you might not need to pay for the visa, but you need a visa. You should be searching for something like a visa fee exemption or travel exemption or any kind of visa related fee waivers. So that's the way you should be searching in the internet for. But then let's say, for example, a country like Tuvalu, which doesn't need a visa be visited, but then it's so far off that the cost that you might have incurred for visa is nothing compared to the travel costs. So do you want to do that? So we'll be talking about some of the great exotic destinations nearby which are either free or require 0 rupees as a visa processing fee. So let's talk about it. So our first visa for free country is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has given a visa fee waiver for Indians. So what does that mean? You need a visa, but you don't need to pay for it. Yes, 0 rupees. Sri Lanka is covered by ocean on all the sides. So massive amounts of beaches wherever you go. There's a lot of diversity too in Sri Lanka. You can see Sigiriya mountains, you can see pristine, colorful beaches, corals, and you can also see national parks. And Sri Lanka is known for elephants. Check that out. Let's see how we could get a visa for Sri Lanka and avoid agents. How to do that? First step, what we'll do is always search for the visa. What to look out for? We should always look for government websites. Government websites are the latest. And how to identify government websites? So most of the times you will see something like a .gov dot the country's name, or you can see something like uh, consulate or immigration or passport services written somewhere. And one country's visa department or the government's website will not give you links or details about all the other countries. So that's not an agent but official website. So when we search for something like this visa Sri Lanka, we get this. See this, the structure of the URL. It's www.eta.gov.lk. ETA is electronic travel authorization, so you don't need a visa, but you need a paper which the immigration officer sees and stamps your passport. So it's a very simple application. You just fill out an online form. So you can see .gov.lk. So you can see it's showing the recent COVID situation, and it's saying that we have suspended the visa. But if we check out the list of countries applicable for visa fee waiver. So fee waiver is one thing that you need to search for whenever you are searching for visa related websites or information. So you can see India is in this list of the countries applicable for the fee waivers. So this is the simple site where you apply for a visa. This is not a agent site, so it's very clear because it's .gov.lk. LK is the country code for Sri Lanka. So just choose your language. There would be something on application. So you apply, you fill up your details, and you get a visa within like 15 minutes. Before planning any travel, you need three things. One is the travel document, a visa or something like that. You need the hotel bookings where you're going to stay. If you're going to stay somewhere with someone, just the address or details or contact, and the travel details like your flight itinerary. So that's basically needed by any country for the matter. So that covers Sri Lanka. I hope you have a great stay in Sri Lanka, enjoyable vacation, visa free, dirt cheap, similar to India. Very beautiful country. Next stop is Maldives. That's a honeymoon destination. So what's special about Maldives? Beautiful beaches, more than 1,000 islands, coral reefs, and you get visa for about a month. Okay, so again, the first result about Maldives visa is from an agent. So how to avoid agencies that show up repeatedly in Google? Why does that happen? Because they pay to Google to get their advertisements at the top, while the government websites never pay for any advertisements. So they typically are not the top search result in any search engine. See, this one is quite possibly visa information from the government website because it has a .gov.mv. MV is a Maldives site. So simple tourist visa. You get there are some basic requirements. Generally, your passport has to be valid for at least 6 months. That's across countries anywhere in the world. That's the basic that you need to have. Your passport should be valid for at least 6 months from the date of your travel. You need the hotel bookings. You need accommodation. Yes, in most of the countries you need to show that you have sufficient funds to travel that country. That can be your bank statements or a credit card statement. That generally is quite acceptable. Some countries need you to have some health declaration or vaccine, kind of yellow fever vaccines, or any other infectious disease vaccine. So start planning for Maldives. Do let us know how you like that country. Next country is Mauritius. That's a country in the middle of nowhere, literally surrounded by nothing but oceans. Near to Madagascar, near Africa, south of India. Mauritius is in the Indian Ocean, about 2,000 kilometers off the southeast coast of the African continent. It's quite far from India, but the connectivity is good. Arab sailors were possibly the first to discover this island around 1000 AD or so. So it has gradually been a destination to go for enjoying pristine beaches, quiet places. Let's see how to get a Mauritius visa. See, we can see a couple of sites which has .mq or gov in the URL. So this looks like passport.govmu.org, which feels like a government website. So yes, it says passport and immigration office. The visas and extension of stay is free of charge. So start planning. Don't wait. Great place to enjoy your vacation. Mostly if you are going for tourism, countries have some relaxed criteria. If you are going for tourism, business visas always are costlier or required thing. No visa required. So good news for Indians. No visa required to go to Mauritius. Buy a ticket, get the documents ready that you would need, plan your trip, and enjoy your vacation. Next up is Malaysia at number 4. Separated by the South China Sea, it is mainly two regions. One is the peninsular Malaysia and the Borneo's East Malaysia, which is full of jungles and exotic biodiversity. You can see Komodo dragons and Rafflesia flower, which is the smelliest flower in the world. So if you are experimental, try smelling Rafflesia flower or try having the fruit durian, which is the world's worst smelling fruit. So if you are experimental, you could try all these things. So Kuala Lumpur is going to be your first stop for food. Really, really nice food. Head on to Penang, which is the food capital of Malaysia. Or to enjoy culture, head on to Malacca. On the western coast, there are coral beaches which are very clean and good for scuba diving. You could head on to the Borneo Islands, which is very clean. You won't find many people there, and it's awesome place to do scuba diving. Let's get to the visa. Being a very popular country, you'll find a lot of agencies listing in Google, so it's a little tough to get to the official website. But you can see a little bit down. There's a .my which shows a Malaysian official website, which shows this thing, Immigration Department of Malaysia. So that's your keyword to understand this the official site. And do you need a visa? You can see in the announcement it's written that Indians do not need a visa. That's visa free as of now. Keep on checking the websites, the official immigration department websites of any country. Keep on seeing updated announcements on news on what's allowed, what's not allowed. Do you need an e-visa? E-visa is a great thing because you don't need to go anywhere, give your passports and wait for maybe a week or two or do all the bookings. It's very easy. Fill out a form online and then you are good to go. So, will Malaysia be your next destination? Let me know, and if you need any other help planning the location, the place, or itinerary, let us know in the comments. Next is Indonesia. You must have heard about it. Yes, Indonesia is visa free for Indians. It has more than 17,000 islands. It's the largest island collection in the world, extending to 5,000 kilometers. Imagine that's more than the length of India. So you might need to travel for more than a day to reach from one end to the another. It has more than one time zone. So what does that mean? You'll never, ever run out of places. There are so many things to do in Indonesia. You can just travel around, go to more and more remote island. For example, Raja Ampat, which is the world's most biodiverse place. It's a scuba diver's paradise, but it's really, really far away. So you need to plan a lot to reach some place like that. Most people go to Bali, but I would suggest to skip the hustle bustle of the crowds and head to nearby places, which are as beautiful but unspoiled and without the touristy feel or the crowds. You can enjoy culture, you can go trekking, you can go near volcanoes. It has one of the largest active volcano systems. There are lots and lots of volcanoes in Indonesia, so you can go to beautiful mountains, some colorful lakes, and yes, of course, white sand beaches, which Indonesia is known for. So let's search for Indonesian visa. Again, being a popular country, the visa official website is pretty down, and it's not the first thing that's visible. If you see this website, imigrassy.co.it, that's the official website. Let's see in English what does it say. So this says this the Ministry of Law, and updates on immigration regulations. It gives about COVID-19 information, so information of foreign passport holders. You can see all these important things in here. Online visa services. Let's see if we see visa exemption. What does this show up? So when is the visa exemption? If it's a non-work activity or it's not for journalism, you get to stay for up to 30 days and free of charges. See, the fees is little. And which are the countries eligible for visa exemption? These are the countries. Important thing is to note that it's temporarily suspended because of COVID, but as soon as it will open, you'll have a visa free most likely. And India does list in these countries. So there's on the 66 number you can see India. You get to travel to a lot and lot of different places in Indonesia. It's a beautiful country. Go there, let us know how was the trip and how seamless was the visa process. Enjoy your trip, enjoy your vacation. Did you like the video? Do you want to know more? Do subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Stay tuned, more videos coming up. Thank you very much.